Welcome everybody with a new YouTube live show from the Unshackled. And today we got in the panel, we got Dubba Phoenix, and we got Fuck You. We got. Give me one moment.
Need some help.
We got Hellfire, we got Venom,
No.
and we got the immortal Dr. Phil.
Well, I'm back. We got David, and we
Oh,
got
yeah.
the Phil, and we got Venom, and we got me, of course, Dutch. Today we're gonna kick off talking a little bit about the invasion, maybe give a little bit tips here and there, and then after that we're gonna talk about whatever YouTube wants. So any topics from the YouTube or anybody wants to talk about, just let us know. And well, we're gonna start off talking about a little bit about the invasion. So let's start on top of my list. Daba, what are you got to say about the invasion?
I love it. I love the tech that we get from it. I think I'm at, give me a second. Well, while I look at my Liberator tech, I think Kixeye should definitely do this for like new Shadow Ops units because I have exactly the number of 655 target practice rounds, and that's amazing. Like I've never have enough time in like a year to get that many in the regular Liberator basis. So the only problem is I need the anti-armor ones. So it'd be nice if all free tech were implemented in the thing, like all free tech for all 3 units. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think they're beta testing this or whatever, and whatever. This is a trial, I think. So, go out in the forums and give your thoughts. But I definitely love this. Difficulty was just right, and I do like the idea of a speed thingy to give everyone a motivation to do it. And then at the very end of the day, you can just keep grinding like yesterday. I spent the whole day, about 12 plus hours, just sitting, restart, hanging out, watching stuff. And yeah, it's fun. And then it also kind of gives you your base, helps you realize sustained single fire damage is not always the best option, i.e., liberators and railguns and avalanches. You gotta sometimes you need to mix your units up and go for a splash. Like I'm not a big Overwatch fan, but that Overwatch is on my thing now. I've even loaded my rocket silo for the first time in months. Shout out to you, Aaron. Don't know how OCD that makes you. So yeah.
Well, it's you gotta watch what's coming at you, and you gotta be creative, and that's the thing, I guess. And Lonnie, what do you gotta say about the invasion?
My name is Lonzo, and I got the Diamond Legion. It's cool. Lots of free tech. Laggy as fuck. It's cool. I need to run more of this shit. I like it. I like it a lot.
I haven't gotten.
All right, Hellfire. What do you gotta say about this?
I find it's an okay event. I would have expected more of it. It was a bit of I think till wave 9, it's meh. Just go on, and if you got a good base defense tune, then it's just easy. Just then, the only thing what makes it challenging is the Malachi that comes. But for the rest, yeah, it's not really challenging.
All right, David.
Well, I'm loving
Fire
this
away.
little. I'm loving this little mini event. Yep, Wave 10 is the kicker in most of it. Twin Titan Ops has been a blessing in disguise. I hardly ever use it, but in this I've done used it. So the free tech, of course, you get a lot for pretty much all your units that need it. So keep going for those that are out there. I mean, if you don't care about your time like me, I really don't care about it, but get all the tech that you can. If you can beat Wave 10 every time consistently, but keep going. So that's it.
Phil, fire away.
I have the best time of everybody, and I have a time of 0 because I didn't do it.
That's
All right.
correct.
Hack?
You should have.
How can you hack a game if you don't play?
You should have started the first and then let the timer run the entire time, so you have the longest possible event time.
It would require logging into a game I hate.
I know, but only once, only for a second.
It still involves logging into a game I do not want to play.
You can give your details to somebody and they'll do it for you.
No, we don't condone that.
I do not condone that, and that's not happening. Not now, not ever.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't give it to anybody. Don't give your Facebook stuff, even if they say they're going to give you a bajillion gold, even if it is double gold. How valuable it is, don't do it.
Even if it's fuck you, Golden, you can ask Dr. Phil. Fuck you, gold is pretty tempting.
Fuck you doesn't use gold. He uses platinum, bitch.
That's right, bitch.
All right. And Venom. Is Venom here?
Yeah, Venom's
Oh,
unfortunately here.
Ah,
The event was great. I personally had issues with 10 myself. A little bit of lag in the second day. I screwed up in the first day, which put me out for a little bit. But once you get the hang of it, it's easy. I wish, just to touch on Hellfire's statement. Yeah, you get up to wave 9, and it's rather simple. It's a standard onslaught style. When you get to 9 and 10, the curve is a bit dramatic. I would have, and I can expect a lot of hate speech, but I would have rather preferred them have, say, 15 waves rather than 10, and had the curve more even keel. So, wave 1 hits you like, powder puff. Wave 3 hits you, it's a little bit harder. Wave 6 hits you, it's a little bit harder, and so forth. Instead of basically going from wave 1 to 7 is nothing. Wave 8 doubles, wave 9 doubles that, wave 10 triples that. It just seemed a little bit odd. And I know a lot of people were having issues on the latter day. I had issues the second day where the Juggernaut was invisible. So how do you hit a target you can't see? I had to literally wait and bait the first launch of the round to see where the round was coming from, what direction, and then move my units towards it to get them to start interacting with the invisible Juggernaut, which was not fun. I want to also do a slight correction, but yeah, the Terrible 2, not Twin Titans, the Terrible 2, the defensive Spec Op was absolutely vital for me and for a lot of players in this little event. It was good. The payout was awesome. The prizes were awesome. It was easy to get a lot of thorium to start, taking chips at a lot of the units we have to build that are thorium only based, and also to repair and refill your rocket silos and your overwatches and what have you. So that was also good. So I mean, payout to value was there. But if they could increase the number of waves in the next round to 15, generally make the curve a little easier in progression, not so stark at the tail end. And obviously, if they're going to add more waves, add better payouts, because you don't want to just get the same, this equal payout to a harder next event. But I think it was great. They got issues with the lag. That's what they really got to tighten up on.
all right.
Okay.
No, well, my opinion is I like this invasion event. I like it a lot. For me, I don't know if I should have say it, but I think maybe they should have make it a little bit more difficult. And but I like the payout of the rare tech. Right now we got the thing is going on. We got enough rare tech for some kind of units, and not enough the common tech. So that's kind of weird. But I like this. I like this a lot, and I hope they will bring it back. I hope they will make this instead of all the new liberators bases we have to attack, and maybe the other units bases, because that's starting to kind of getting boring, some kind of a chore, and this way I like more. So maybe the next thing we can talk about is maybe the some kind of tips we have for the invasion waves.
Yeah, I have a tip for you.
I knew you were going to say that.
Come on.
Come on, Doc.
I don't know why the fuck I'm here.
Because you're a glutton for punishment. That's why.
No, I'm here because Dutch asked me to. Otherwise, you could all fuck off.
What happens if I asked you to?
I'll tell you to fuck off.
Damn it. I'll send you double gold.
But to answer your question, Dutch, I'm guessing that, well, what works for me and for a lot of players I think, are the new Vindicators.
Oh yeah, that's definitely doing a good job. I've been testing with that too, and it's for me it's working great. So
Now look, I mean, yeah, I just said quit. To be honest, you play whatever you want to play. It's entirely your deal. I'm just here for support, to be perfectly honest. And as for the guy that got booted off the Unshackled page and begging YouTube chat to be let back in, if I ban you straight out from the Unshackled page, there are reasons behind it. And stuff like that is not tolerated. And especially it won't be tolerated by me.
well, I'm sure if you piss off the immortal Dr. Phil, then you pissed off good. Then you done serious things. So then you brought it all on yourself.
Thank you. Continue.
So Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain
What,
Jack Dobber.
Yeah. What do you got to tell? What you got any maybe tips and tricks for the invasion?
Whatchamacallit?
Maybe some kind of how you can set up your base, or maybe units you can use.
So I had my base set up at the top a week or so ago, and for some strange reason, I was on a hangout with somebody, and I just decided that night to reset my base to the bottom. No logical reason why, but so I went from the top. I guess you guys can't see through my face, but I don't know. Picture a diamond. I was at 12 o'clock, and I'm at 6 o'clock. So, yeah. And I noticed that actually was a really good move now, because all the stuff for my base comes up at the top. Most of it, especially the most important thing, is the Juggernaut. I'm sorry, no, I apologize. The Malachi. And so I set up a ring of walls, kind of like staggered, and then like think of a checkerboard, and that's my outer perimeter. And then I have you can put random walls scattered in front of those walls if you're just trying to beat it. Also, if you're just trying to beat it, use the attrition. It is a great tip for the wave 10. Kill everything off, and then you just got the Juggernaut with the preservers. And then, like they were saying, others were saying, use that terrible 2. Put it over the Juggernaut, so this way the preservers are focused on that. And then bring in your favorite unit. Hallows, whatever. You go smite the Malachi. Also, a couple bunkers full of Liberators definitely will help. I was going to put Commandos, but then the fire rate isn't really as good as the Liberators. And when you're doing this, if you're doing it for the tech, yank all your base tunes out because you don't necessarily have to go for speed and tech at the same time. I'd say go for speed, close out everything. Just have War Commander by itself and then run it that way. But then if you're going for tech, you can have like music playing in the background or whatever. Because yeah, it is monotonous to keep grinding over and over again the same waves. And you jump in a Google Hangout with some good people, or you watch TV or something like that, and then you just go back over to the computer and then hit reset, or you get a phone or a tablet if you're on the go. You do it there too. And some people can even load the game better on their phones and tablets than a computer. Don't underestimate the power of the Liberators. You can have, as you do the waves, you will gain 25 of the target practices every time you go, and 40 million Thor. So make sure you stock up on Thor. You can use it to upgrade your workshop prep. And while you're in the workshop, make sure you equip all your new target practices as you get them. Put them on the ones in your bunkers. If you have them on your base, put them on the ones in your base. For the Juggernaut, I learned this the hard way. Watch where he's going to shoot and make sure you don't have any base tunes there. Because I now have an 11-hour repair on my Vindicators because I totally forgot about the Malachi. That spawns at the end. He shot at my walls because I had to reset my base. And so I would say put a building right for the wave 10. I'd have a building randomly sitting out there so he shoots at that first. And then while he's shooting at that and reloading and whatnot, you can the bunkers can then shoot. Assuming you're lazy like me and you don't want to actually send lines up. And so, and then finally you got, I think it's 20 some odd hours, so just relax, man. Just take your time, relax. You got almost a day left, so you don't have to rush through it. Don't kill off all your units. If you want to coin and keep the big food for the rest of us.
You don't have to do it within 18 minutes.
Exactly. Honestly, I would.
All right, who's playing fucking sriracha music in the background? Because all I hear is a goddamn fucking trumpet. Turn that shit off.
So,
Thank you. Continue.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you don't have to.
This
If I had to pick,
America, no goddamn Mexicans.
What the fuck?
All right, Doc's morphine has truly kicked in now. We're all in deep shit.
No, you were in deep shit the second you got into the hangout, and the second you invited me into the hangout.
I didn't
I
invite
don't
your ass.
give a flying fuck about War Commander.
I didn't invite your ass.
I could sit here and troll all of you all goddamn night. Oh, don't you motherfucker.
Oh, I love you.
so no, Killzone, I believe Doc is sober this time.
Oh, he's not
He's
sober.
just-
He's
he's
high
just-
on morphine.
He's fucking with Daba's chief for a change.
Well, for this show, let's not picking on Dr.
Yeah,
Phil.
No bad.
But what was I? Yeah, so in regards to the trophy, I found a special snowflake in Sector 49 that had all three of them, so I took a screenshot. And I gotta say, I like the bronze and the gold one. To me, look the best because they're very defined. The silver one just kind of blends in. So
Yeah, think about once the snow effect goes away in a few, hopefully, weeks.
I was like, because the bottom of the trophy is silver, and then the dude on the top is silver, so it all just kind of like.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
I
'cause it
like
kind of blends into the background a little bit
I
too.
like the bronze and the gold because the man on the top just kind of stands out.
He pops.
And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and if you what was it? Oh yeah, and really good tip. Once you're done the wave, click like a madman in the center of your screen, like right there, like in the center there, and it'll you'll automatically click the and the completion, or I forget the exact text, and then they're all right there too.
Know your victory button and know your X button for your tech, because that is the biggest time addition that I saw, was clicking through the tech that's awarded, clicking through the thorium that's awarded, clicking through the completion victory screen and the reload. That adds more seconds to your time than even chasing around one random unit that might be stuck out in the corner somewhere. It becomes quite annoying, and as you progress through, it seems as if it gets a little bit more latency, more laggy.
And one of my best tips that I can give you, and again, I speak from experience. I had an airfield that was being upgraded on the far left of my base, and so on wave one, there was one or two little operators that would just sit there and shoot at them and shoot at the airfield. And since my airfield's, I think I have like 2,700 airspace, so whatever level that equates to, that's my level. And so, you know, it can take a beating, especially from two unmodified operators. And so I was sitting there on wave one, I was going for speed, and it's like 5 minutes trickling down, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm like, what the heck? Like, there's no way there's still. And I looked on the left, and there was something there, and I didn't have anything in my base to kill them off. And so that's when I started running the Terrible 2 and actually putting in a base tune just for that. So, well, and then also I had all my buildings scattered out because it was set up for Juggernaut attacks for players. But for this, if you've ever played that game, was it Tetris? You just got to fit all the things as close as you can to your walls, because nothing really does that much splash damage. The warhorses do a little bit, but not much. So nothing does like Juggernaut splash damage until you hit Malachi. And like I said, for Malachi, put a random building out for him to kill inside your base that won't hit your CC or bunkers. Because if you 10 wall blocks is the range, the distance that I found. So if you have a building, then 10 wall block space, or I'm sorry, 11 wall block space, and then put another building, like that distance, if he kills the first building, that second building will be safe. And so you can kind of judge that to kind of bait the Malachi in. And your bunker, if you have a 550 range Liberator, should be longer than that wall space. So you can hammer at him while he's shooting at the building, reloading, and charging into your base. Also, Elite Riflemen, if you put those in there, you can get Malachi to chase that. Viper X, if you really need to bait him, you can have him run around the Viper X. The Preservers shouldn't really do that much damage to him, but then you can just run him around your base. And then someone posted on the Unshackled page, I want to say, if you put your CC
Yeah, it was on
to the
Unshackled.
bottom, you can kind of protect it a little bit more, because a lot of stuff comes from the top. And so, like, if you have a bottom base like mine, put my CC at the bottom for wave 10. Again, this is one where you're not going for speed. So then you just put the CC at the bottom.
Yeah, but that's only in wave 10, because in wave 10 everything spawns from the north.
North and west.
That's why you can put your CC down, and you narrow the risk of getting your CC taken out by one of the Juggernaut shells. So actually, that was a great idea of one of them. And
My tips basically blanket all of these attrition-based onslaught style events. Basically, there's like 5 main things that work with all of them. One, use your power plants, put them on overdrive. They'll always. It seems stupid and childish and like vanilla of the game, but it's a function that actually will help you a little bit. If you have the maxed out system where you can lose a few and still run, it's a little less important. But for the lower players that need that extra power to keep their weapons up and running, and working at maximum speed and range and DPS and everything, it really does help. What I found too is it's the stun effect of the electrics tech. So using charged ordnance actually was a huge benefit. Surprisingly, things are still shockable. All those war horses coming in, shock them, knock them out real fast, easy. They ain't firing at you, you're flattening them real fast. I mentioned before, I had 2 howlers with the charged ordnance, running them around. I took out, just sweeping around in a circle, I took out a lot of the outside enemies before they got anywhere near my base. The other things you already mentioned, moving your CC to the bottom corner during wave 10, which is basically know the direction in which they're attacking you. If you've already gone through the round and you've used the attrition rule, you're not going for the speed of the event, you're just trying to collect your prizes. Once you've completely removed a target corner, you can assume that corner is going to have a lot less coming at you. So if you can get rid of like the bottom half of the screen and wipe all those units out, and then they take you out from the top, you can move your stuff down, and then your CC down, and then they're all going to be attacking from the top because that's all that's left to kill. So that'll help you as you progress, to doing the wave over again. Let's see what else. Shock tech in your towers and bunkers on long range units was excellent. Also at keeping things that came in at bay. Using a pattern of towers and bunkers that gave you good coverage all the way around your base in a circular controlled area was important. If you put all your towers and bunkers, some people try to do that where the Malachi Juggernaut comes in, they try to line everything up in a square line to protect against that. And then when they start the system back over for wave 1, 2, 3, they don't move anything. And that can be detrimental. You want to have a surround where it covers everything and protects everything. It keeps everything getting, good defensive firepower in all angles. Don't get hummed up by the worst and hardest unit and focusing on just killing that. Always remember, you have to kill the first 9 waves before you get to Billy Badass there. The other thing, which I know Shadow Killer touched on, which I was talking to some friends in chat about, but I saw he posted it, which is an excellent thing. With the lag issues and the things we have, even though during the attack sequences, the trophies are supposed to stop their animation to help prevent that, do yourself a favor. Turn off all your effects. Turn off the sound effects, the explosions and all that crap. Stash all of your trophies, because this isn't a PvP where the units, will have issues trying to target things. In a PvE setting, the computer is going to target the weapon, the target it wants. It doesn't have any problem distinguishing the trophies from the buildings. So it's a waste of time to actually worry about your trophies. Just put them in your stash building, build your base around defense, and that'll also help a little bit, minutely with the lag in the system. Those were basically my things. I'm not doing this for speed. I'd like to, but I just don't have what it takes to do the speed aspect of it. I'm happy with the low bronze trophy.
I got a couple questions from YouTube.
All right. Hit it.
First one. Can someone please explain top player finishing with 2 minutes? So there was an issue.
Look, there is an issue with that. It was posted in the forums after the maintenance update that's happening the week beginning the 20th, which will probably end up being Wednesday, which will be the 22nd of the month, the day before the event. All of that shit will change.
Yeah, there was an event timer issue, and they're going to go by your proper time. Ignore those top ranked players. Their times will be adjusted according to the actual time which they completed their events,
including global.
The payout, the actually payout will be based on the real time, not on the time that is
in the leaderboard.
on the leaderboard, because there has been a glitch. People that has been playing the invasion, and during the invasion, when they jumped, the timer was exploited, not on purposely, but it was, and that's why people got times that are not really capable, because
and that's why the jump was disabled.
That's why the jumps are disabled. So
and it fucked our PvP event today.
Oh, not
well,
really.
It put the Friday night Rav, it put the Saturday night Rav. We can go without Ravs for a couple of days. Fuck, run one on Monday when it's all dead and done.
No.
Oh, you better fucking believe it.
I won't be there, so you'll all have to do it by your fucking selves, but Bonnie can do it.
I don't need you to hold my hand to smash your base.
Next.
So we got Lonzo. I don't know if anybody knows Lonzo, but he's got the Diamond Legion. We got a
Lonzo.
Leave my fucking Diamond Legion alone! I fucking kill you! I kill you! I said kill you! No, we got no.
I'm gonna go see him actually in concert coming up shortly.
As everybody can see, he's got his Diamond Legion.
He does have a Diamond Legion.
So we
got. Oh my god!
We got to send him a ticket. Yeah.
Fucking my number is 34722187765771.
That's a little bit too long. That was 11 digits and not 8.
His ID is 34 24 64 92 81. He's got a 34 million ID with a Diamond Legion.
No, that was a 34. That was a 300 and something million ID.
Yeah.
34281765.
8675309.
Yep.
Oh boy.
We got 2 more questions from YouTube. Gamer Boy. These are from Gamer Boy. The first one is I guess all panel. First one is since we're doing this what is this thing? Incursion, onslaught, whatever, invasion. There we go.
Invasion.
There we go.
Dumbass.
Idiot.
What are? Well, first of all, Gamer, what level are you? But while we wait for that, what units are you guys using? What are good units and schematics? Because they've asked that.
So I would instantly recommend Jericho, regardless of whether you have the tech or not. Yeah, the HH2 helps, but you can use it without it.
Well,
its maximum effectiveness.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get ready to actually run one of these things. So I got to get off Hangouts. So you'll see my time go up here shortly. I'll be right back.
You got a screen share. You got a screen share.
Oh no, I'll screen share one when I get back.
24 hours.
No, okay. We'll see it later.
So good units for this invasion.
Is it for invasion or is it for general use?
Well,
what I used for invasion was
one at a time, gentlemen. One at a time. Yeah.
If you want to know the things for the invasion, then I will give Hellfire the word because he came with the best.
Well, I don't know if it's the best. It's just use Vindicators That's what I use. I use 4 Vindicators in my base with 6 Howlers, and the rest are Liberators. And what I do until level 5, or depending on the leg, if it goes good, till level 8, I just only use the Vindicators on aggressive. And they kill the first 2 rounds in around 1 minute each. So, and until, say, the purifiers are coming, so that's wave 8, then you put them behind your walls and set them on stand and just let them come to you. And because they have a great damage and a great splash radius.
Now, with the, I mean, I haven't touched the invasion, so I don't know anything in particular about that. But depending on how many you get, if you've got shit in your bunkers, and I'm going off something that somebody told me a while ago, 1 grenadier. If you're using a commando, a lead commando in your bunker, and you want SF in there, throw one grenadier with charge ordnance on it.
Well,
it can work, but it's not really necessary.
Is it not necessary?
It is not necessary until wave 7 or 8, because you put them on aggressive. Well, at least I have to tell you, I started upgrading mine straight when we got them. So mine are level 10. I have the range tech on them, so they have 575. I have the minus 50% reload speed on them.
You're basically firing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you gotta think. You gotta see what's coming at you. Right now in these evasions, the most things that's coming at you is most of all preservers, SF, and war horses.
They drop easy.
Yeah.
So you gotta interpretate with that. So
what I do is only for wave 10. Then you do again the waiting, and that's until the second wave of purifiers come. When they are dead, then Malachi comes, and he comes also with a few purifiers. Only for that, I have 1 howler equipped with shock ordnance.
Yeah, 1. Because the only wave you need in howler is wave 10.
Yeah.
The only thing you need that howler is to distract the juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other waves is just acolytes, preservers, heavy gunners, war horses. So you want to set up your base against infantry, because those are the most coming in. And I changed all my heavy platforms to watchtowers. I put all my bunkers, I changed them with all liberators, because you want, if you want to anticipate for the time, for the trophies, what you want to do is take out the enemy as quick as possible. So you have to put in units that eat the other units that's coming at you. So,
all right. I was going to say basically the same things. For me, like I said, I have Howler with the shock ward on it. Again, that's only for wave 10. I don't have.
To know which hero is the best. That's what he wants to know.
Which hero
Jericho.
Which hero is the best? Jericho, closely followed by Dina.
Yes.
I think if you don't have the HH2 tech and the arc loader, then I think Dina is a little bit more, because she's got the stealth capability and she isn't that reliable to make it a great unit as Jericho is with his HH2. Jericho is a good unit, but HH2 makes him great.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can have mine. It's in my base.
I have mine.
But the other thing, I think once you get that unit, I think one day or another they will bring out any tech again.
Well, there's a lot of hinting for the event that there's a lot of tech going to be in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's confirmed, but that's the hints that I've been getting from certain sources.
Well, maybe not everything this coming event, but I will think eventually during the time every tech is gonna
I
be
would get
in it.
Jericho. I really, really would.
But
So
but Phil, does that then mean that they are gonna flood us again? Because on one side it is always with them. They give you as little as little as possible, and at the end you're sitting there with experience, thinking by yourself, where the
Yeah.
hell should I spend it on? And now they're gonna flood us with so many that you can't have enough XP.
Yeah, that's the way kicks I like to do shit like this.
Yeah, because they're coming with free heroic units.
They'll think it's a great idea, and in retrospect, yes, it is for everyone who doesn't need or want a lot of the stuff. I mean, you can only have 20 howlers, expert howlers, for instance. So you could only really need 20 of each golden tech. Now, a lot of the people who ran the Shadow Ops multiple times during that the Howler bases, not the Howler bases, the Shadow Ops phases that gave the Howler tech, did them 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 times per run. And they have all of their techs maxed out, or all of their Howlers shopped out with all of the gold tech. And they did those boss bases to get all of that gold tech, and so on and so forth, until you get to a point where everything's shot to gold tech. But that's it. You are at the higher end echelon of the elite in the workshop areas, whereas the guys who are just getting expert hours have only got a couple of gold techs here and there.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
At least they are in gear shop now.
It's the great fucking divide. It's that great divide that's coming back. Just take its foot and stick it right up your ass. Because that's the way it keeps going.
And they're not they're not using lubrication. It's just dry. Stick it up.
Yeah, they don't use lube, and they don't have the common goddamn courtesy to give you a reach around either.
Yeah,
you just get absolutely shafted. And I can see that.
True. No, it's absolutely true. And like you said, they think it's a good idea. They really have this as their progressive state of.
Do you know why they think it's a good idea? Because they don't take the fucking time to communicate their ideas to the players beforehand. Thank you, Team fucking India. You can all suck dick.
Yeah, that is true. Without a product test team before it goes live, without checks and balances apparatus in the development side of the game, things go from 0 to 160 back to 0 again. And we're kind of stuck there with whiplash going, what the fuck are they thinking? They add things in that are ridiculous. They take things out that are necessary. They add things in that are necessary. They take shit out that is ridiculous. And it just goes back and forth, and you feel like the yo-yo. But if they had somebody or some system like they had before it was exploited by a bunch of jackasses trying to make themselves big dicks on the street when they weren't, and giving up the info before it was time to go out, if they had that apparatus still in place and it was ran correctly, there would be somebody to communicate issues before they became in-game issues. Like, this isn't going to work. Fix this. Change that.
Speaking of people who think they're big dicks on the internet trying to pick out views from people, I had a nice rant about this last night on the Unshackled page. Because I was extremely pissed off that particular person had taken the fucking time to go to my channel, steal my video, and have the absolute audacity to upload it again on their own channel. They didn't change the music. They didn't change the ratio. You can see it was my name that they were using to do it.
Attempted clickbait.
It was an attempt to clickbait for views on work that hadn't been done. by that particular person. And then they had the absolute cheek to try and get away with posting it on the Unshackled page, where I am a goddamn administrator. And I see 98% of all of the posts before they get approved. Because I'm the guy that usually approves them. Unless you're a complete dick. And then I don't. I fucking get rid of them.
That would be about 98% of all my posts then.
If you have constructive shit to say on the Unshackled page, David, I will approve it, as you
I'm
well
just giving
know.
you, I'm giving you a hard time.
Fuck up.
I am giving you a hard fucking time, you asshat.
All of you shut the fuck up. I have returned.
Oh, crap.
There
The
goes
king
Leonard.
has
Oh,
returned.
Why do I feel like I'm playing Molly with you 3 Unshackled guys? Which one is Shadow Killer? Which one?
Well, Shadow Killer's, it's
One in the middle.
the middle one. He is the middle one. Dutchy should be on the left-hand side, as is common, and I'm on the right-hand side.
Well, whoever you are, you're always going to be on the right-hand side of your personal hangout. So everybody, in theory, should have a different order.
In theory, but I prefer having the Dutchy on the left-hand side.
It's like,
I prefer all my duchies passed to the right.
Yeah.
All right, so what have we been talking about?
Hey, I'm back. I needed a toilet. Hey,
And here's the Dutchy.
sometimes you need to have.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
And now you assholes just did another fucking movie reference that makes me want to go watch a movie. Every time I'm on these things, you remind me of shit. I want to watch Super Troopers.
Little Rocky.
When you're drinking beer, you gotta face the consequences. If you drink a lot of beer, you gotta face a lot of consequences.
Yes.
Hey, somebody posted YouTube in the
I can do it.
Sorry,
I
chat.
can fucking see it.
Question from Gamerboy. What unit in the gear stores besides Heroes is a good unit?
None of them. They're all shit. Because when you buy them, they're automatically all at level 1. Wait till next week, wait till the event store, and buy them all when they're advanced. Or if you can get the XP, buy the expert versions.
My experience with Kixeye is when they giving the units away, then they already obsolete.
Yeah, pretty much.
One thing, talons for low levels in their drone silo is a valuable thing for 30,000. I think it is.
Night owls.
I don't think.
Every day.
I don't
Night owls
think
are
so.
better.
Oh, they took that shit off? Well, that sucks balls.
What?
My lower third?
Oh yeah, God, where you been? That's been off for months.
Well, I usually don't have my camera on, so.
Other
Well,
than that, the units in there are useful.
I do gotta tell you, if you're hitting a base and that drone silo spawns all but nothing but talents, they can be nasty against your Titan. They can. But
That's a one-trick pony.
But a talent is not a game-changing unit.
No.
It's not a must-have.
No, but Dutch, tell or any other people on the panel, who comes in a PvP base with just your old Titan? Don't you always have to backup, or for at least your Sandstorm, or some Hailstorms, or maybe the new unit, some Furies?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and you got your missiles where you're gonna, if you can get in with missiles, they don't have a missile bastion for a mid-low level player. You know, drone silos are gone. Your hunter missiles are gone just by missiling them out, and then you're coming in with Cyclones or Dina to take out shit.
But if you,
I was more replying on the fact that he said, well, they can really be a hassle for your old Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
not if they're not there anymore.
No, but nobody. There are not many people that run their old Titan solo into a base.
I know, Helfa, I know what you're saying, but I was not really meaning that you send in your Titan on its own. But what I was telling is that if you got a lot of talents, I mean, there are, in an event there are a couple bases when you're running in, and that spawns a lot of talents.
Yep.
and they can be nasty because they cut right through your drones.
Yeah, but the only thing that you need to at that moment focus on is kill the drone silo. That's the
With-
fastest way.
With your sandstorm, because sandstorm kill the talents easy and quick.
Yeah.
But not everybody
Or if
knows
you have
that.
a ground unit on the spot, first go and try, because usually that means if the talon spawn, that means that the drone silo is nearby because you tripped it.
Yeah.
So then send your ground units to kill that. That's faster to kill all of the talons at once than trying to pick them off one by one.
Indeed. Indeed.
That's what a lot of people do, is they then start focusing on the talons. Just leave the talons and go straight for the drone silo. It's faster.
Yeah, because when you hit the drone silo, then they all will fall.
Yeah.
When I first got my O-Titan and I was running it around the 50 VK50, like I always tell people to do to practice with the drones and all that, the one thing that would annoy me is the talons, and that's when I learned to not fly the O-Titan by himself, that you need backup, because the O-Titan, he does hit air stuff, but...
It's a great unit, the O-Titan, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, but you never run a unit on its own. Maybe sometimes the Jericho, but most of the time the other units, you gotta run them with some kind of backup of some unit that will make that other unit or that other special thing stronger.
Or at least protect it.
Yeah.
Like with your Juggernaut, you want a protection unit around it.
The way I started off this invasion is the Vindicator, and then Twin Titan, the Terrible, up above it. So the Titan will and the drones will take on fire, while the Vindicator could do his job. And that's always what you gotta find.
Bye. Goodbye.
Okay.
What did he say?
said-
Oh, I can see it.
Some bullshit, and it's I know who that guy is, and it's just fuck off. I'm not putting up with that shit. No tolerance.
Zero tolerance.
Absolute zero. Minus
It's-
270 degrees
Hey, Dutch,
Celsius.
Yes, Dubba.
you gotta look at your camera more this way, like your horn and your glasses focus, they were all like crooked and whatnot.
God, don't start playing with this shit again. You'll fucking twist my head.
No, don't tease with me, because I see my camera is on, but I cannot see myself.
Yeah,
that's
Dutch.
why
I had to stop. I forgot to put in my Jericho,
Oops.
and I was like, God damn it! So I went all the way to 9, and I stopped and reset it. Guess what I was at when I hit
15
9?
minutes.
No, no, not that fast, not yet. 17:43.
Fuck.
Oh, you would have done it in under 20. Oh,
74. Oh, damn
I've-
you!
I've
Oh,
done
yeah.
it. I've done it under 20. I'm at 19:34.
Nice.
Nice job. Nice.
I
job.
would have taken. I would have got. I know I would have gotten at least 18, 19.
Nice job. Nice job.
But I got Jericho in there now, and I got about 10 minutes before my base starts to heal up. Then I'm gonna try again.
Well, you still got, like Daba said, we have just under a day left, about 20 hours or so. So,
The
plenty
clock
of time.
runs out 10 a.m. Kicksai time.
Oh.
So, that's what? 7 o'clock for me. It's either 6 or 7 o'clock for me.
So, Shadow Killer, what's your opinion about the invasion?
Oh, it's been a blast. Other than that, the only problem I have, and I think this goes for everybody out there, is the delay.
Yeah.
The delay from the end of your mission to the beginning of your next mission. That is the only problem. But I've cut my time down. The first one was 34 seconds. I'm down to 19 and change. So each time I do it, I get faster and faster and faster.
Mhm.
So we gotta make sure. Oh, make sure all your fucking power plants are on overdrive. I forgot that shit last time too.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, and I also told him your trick about the trophies.
Yep, all trophies. Anything that moves that you can get rid of, get rid of.
You know, I was actually thinking about putting all my floaters down, but it's impossible because every change will be 2 days. But actually, a floating platform is moving, so it's causing delay.
Yep.
Yeah, but if you minimize your effects, you get rid of all the extra explosions, you get rid of the shadows, you get rid of all that other stuff. The shadows, I've never really noticed, but it comes to mind, speaking of this, when the hovering platforms float up and down, do the shadows move with
No.
they're not an animated
No.
shadow? Okay. Because I never really paid attention, but that would have also been a trick. Get rid of your shadows, because that would also help.
Also, do not drain your pumps.
Oh, yeah,
Alright?
let them do whatever.
Let them get filled. Let them fill up. Don't drain your oil and metal pumps, because the more that fills up, the slower the pumps go.
Mhm.
So don't drain those. That's all you really can do with this. I mean, make sure if you're online, you're at home. Your best speed is to make sure nobody else. You can have dedicated internet. You can cut your phone off. PlayStation, anything that can take Wi-Fi power away from you. Shut
Well,
that shit the fuck off.
If you're using Wi-Fi for a startup, you're an idiot. You go hardwired like a normal person.
Hey, I'm running Wi-Fi, but my Wi-Fi is badass. I spent a lot of money on my Wi-Fi, so
$2 isn't a lot.
The tactic that me and Hellfire is taking is run the invasion on a time that a lot of people are sleeping in the sector. That's take care also a lot of the
no animal. Once they get killed, they're not empty. They're still full. Don't just leave it alone. Okay, and another thing, the Twin Titan op has helped a lot of people,
yeah,
but it
it is.
will lag you out.
Yeah.
The drones that come out will lag you. I went ahead and scrapped mine and gained 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, they will lag you, but they are helpful.
Well,
Yep.
they can be,
Look-
but then you still have to be running them around.
Luckily, my base can handle it without them. So I just went ahead and scrapped them. And like I said, I got 19 and change as soon as I scrapped them.
If you're not worried about time, and this is what I would suggest to anybody that is struggling to
base.
finish the shit, is just not worry about the time. The time is there as an incentive for people to spend a whole bunch of money. That's it.
Yeah, the timer's to goat you to coin.
And just go then with an empty base till wave 9. Or till wave 10, and 10 just put it, and then wait until you have killed everything except the Juggernaut. Then bring in your howlers to kill the Juggernaut.
My goal, my whole goal on this is to get 18 seconds or better. Once I can hit below 18 seconds, I'm good.
Yeah, but then you're doing a time. But if
Yeah,
you're not doing a time,
that's all I want.
you're just farming the tech. Then don't use a base tune at all. It's a rule of attrition, so just kill and keep killing until you get to wave 10 at the moment that the Malachi spawns. Yeah, then put in your howlers to kill the Malachi and you're done again.
Well, Hellfire is right. There are two ways to do it. You can compass, how you say it, with the time for the trophies.
Go for the competition.
For the competition. Or you can do it for the rare tech. And if you do it for the time, yes, okay, then you need to do it fast as you can.
Yeah, then you need to have a good base tune in. And
what upsets me is the how the leaderboard is so fucked up is we don't know where we're at.
Nope.
No, we don't truly know.
Don't worry, don't worry, because all the people that had the exploit when they jumped, they are not actually on that position because
but so you got to figure the average is 9. I'm placed 194th.
I'm going to tell you,
right.
in my own personal idea, 19 minutes or less, you're in the top 100.
That's what I'm thinking.
22 minutes would start the second 100 or the top 1,000 bronze.
See,
at the 22 minute.
I've got to eat a minute, almost 2 minutes to get where I want.
Short brief. You need to be below 18:21 at this moment to be in the top 100.
That's what I'm screaming. So I'm a minute and a half. I'm a minute and a half short of the top 100.
And again, like you said, if the victory screens, the tech announcements, the congratulatory bullshit, and the start screen, if all of that was slimmed
16
down,
minutes. I could do it if that wasn't there. 16 minutes, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if Kixeye is listening, when they redo this and rehash that, either start the timer at the beginning of the when you click on defend and end it the minute the victory occurs. And then you can do the progression with your shit. Now, I understand, and before you jump on me, I already know why they do this. Because they want you to add time when you go to refill your Overwatch, refill your missile silos or what have you.
That's what I run out of. I run out of missile silos.
Yeah, and they want that time that you're using to refill these defenses, they want that time added to your thing. That's part of
that.
But that is legitimately, I'm sure, part of their processes.
I don't refill shit.
But what they should do is, let you refill your shit. They're giving you the thorium specifically for that. But again, also swapping out units in between starting and stopping your waves. I can understand the logistics where they won't do it, but they really have to do something. If nothing else, when you get the victory screen, don't give us the fucking pop-ups for the you collected this, you collected that, you collected this, and having to X out of the fact that you've just unlocked this tech.
But they want you to take screenshots of it.
Yeah, so that if you say that you didn't have them, you can show them the screenshot.
They can screenshot my left nut.
That's it. They made this bitch for speed, okay? We need all the speed we can get. But the way it looks, I'm looking at the leaderboard, my average is just about everybody's average.
Well, I'm just hoping that next time they will just do not the old tactics that they do now, because they just want to flood your base so that you start lagging.
Well, that's what they've done. That's what they've done for 2 years.
Yeah, they're just flooding your base. Same with Onslaught.
Yeah.
The last wave from Onslaught. 20 Omega sandstorms.
Yeah, fuck them.
With their drones. Do you know how much lag that will cost you?
Yes, I know.
I did it.
Yeah, but I beat it.
I beat it.
Yeah.
Fight me, all of you.
It was insane.
I attempted it. It froze my screen. It froze it, and I don't normally have that ever. But not during events like that. But when you have 3 sandstorms at every point they spawned, all simultaneously, it wasn't in waves. They did great in this event. Wave 10, you've got the round of units coming at you in the first progression. Then there's a delay, and then they bring in the second wave. And then there's a delay, and then they bring in the Malachi.
Well, that's if you kill them fast enough.
Well, yeah, but still. But in Onslaught, it wasn't that with the sandstorms.
I think they want to promote the sandstorm just to show us how good the sandstorm could be.
Because nobody wanted to go Omega.
Yeah, but
it's not.
It has nothing to be. And I do understand that AI is very difficult. So they can't really come with a real attacking platoon at your base. But that's what I would rather see than somebody spamming me with 8 Omega Phantoms and don't know how many sandstorms and next. Because all you want to do is throw as much at my base as you can.
Well, any unit, when you spam that many, when you have like 24, it doesn't matter that it was the Omega Sandstorm. They could have spawned 24 or 36 regular level 5 sandstorms, and it would have caused the same amount of issues to us trying to defend. We wouldn't have been able to move our units. I mean, that was the cornerstone of it. It wasn't
but
the strength.
wouldn't you rather see that? Well, let's say out of the ballpark, a normal general attack platoon. It has an Omega Hydra in it. It has a Inferno in it. It has a Growler in it and a Juggernaut, and maybe some other stuff around it.
Yeah.
Why not try to think of something that can put that into your base?
I would like the difference that they run compared to what I would prefer to see. I would prefer to see exactly what you're saying. Now, understand this: we can have 5 platoons surround our base at any given time. 6, actually.
Huh.
If they did 6 waves, as if they could instantly heal, unlike we can't instantly heal. So you take your platoon of a Juggernaut, a Growler, an Omega Hydra. Okay, you run that in wave 1 with elites, Omega Sandstorm, Omega Titan, and Dina. Then the second wave is Liberators and Legion and another Juggernaut and another Titan. You know what I mean? If they did that as progressions, as if you're getting attacked from an actual online player from multiple angles of full platoons, but not 7 Omega.
No, not
Titans
just spamming my
once.
base.
That's not. It's not that I'm crying and bitching like a lot of the pussies on the forums complain about. Oh, we can't hold that much in our platoons. The point is, it's not fun at that point because you're just seeing the same unit with the same attack, process. If in my little wishful thinking, at least you're getting different units that attack different ways, and you have to defend in different aspects. You'll have to bring your Jericho around one corner, take this out, run it the other side, take out the Titan. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. It makes it more fun. It makes it more intuitive that you're controlling or defending the incoming units, as opposed to, okay, sit back and wait to the last second and then throw everything at the 6 of them when they pile up on each other and they all go down.
All right, guys, I'll go ahead and log off here because I want to try again. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good show. I'm out.
Good luck.
See you later.
Good luck.
Peace, guys.
See you later.
David come back yet? When's he going to screen share his 65-hour attack time?
I think he will have 40 minutes and 7 seconds. Isn't that right? Sparrow.
I just hope I stay in the top 100.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely. I'm
You know-
scared. I'm scared that I will.
I will say this: if there's anybody out there and they're in the running for a silver trophy or a gold trophy, go for the gold if you can. Go for the silver if you're in that bottom tier bronze and you're just on the cusp, or you think that you're just on the cusp. Only for the fact that between the 2 trophies, the gold silver trophy does have a little bit more art to it, which makes it a fair bit better for hiding things. It has the extra paneling on that one edge that allows you to hide something behind it, unlike the bronze trophy that's kind of like see-through as far as the trestle work. So,
All right.
And the gold, that non-see-through thing too.
What? Jesus, fuck.
What the fuck was that?
That was somebody
Motorcycle.
moving down a bit.
Oh, that was at Venom's house. Okay.
Yes, that was one of my neighbors taking his bike out.
Drive by.
No.
All right.
You guys want to screen share what these 3 trophies look like?
What?
What, Daba?
So you want me to screen share what these 3 trophies look like?
I want you to take the
We
damn
already know
pirate
what
thing
the
off your
trophies
face.
look like. I shared those on fucking Wednesday night.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Daba, can you get that thing off, please? It is annoying. Not as bad. Dutch's is fine. I like his.
It's on black, isn't it? What is?
No.
Well,
Jesus.
Yeah, probably for the first time in my life, I'm going to agree with fucking Henrik. A month from now, nobody will remember the invasion nor what fucking trophy you got unless you got it in your face. Oh, that was from the first ever invasion. Nobody gives a fuck.
Nope.
But that's
No.
that's in every game, but still you play it.
Yeah, you still play it, but I think after a while you don't remember. Hey, this was my achievement.
Your achievement is your achievement, bro.
Yep.
There's a request on Dr. Phil. For Dr. Phil on YouTube.
What? Tell us about the. Oh, you want to hear about the Unshackled Games? Well, Unshackled Games is a refuge for anyone who wants to actually sit and play some real games.
It's it's for
Yeah.
the defunct Kickside players, the ones that moved on.
It's not the defunct Kickside players. It's the guys that have actually haven't taken lead of their senses. That you can still play War Commander. That's not a problem. I don't have
We
any.
want you to
I don't have.
extend your horizon.
Shut up and let me finish.
Fuck no!
All right then, motherfucker. You want to play that game? You want to play that game? You want to play that game?
Hey, people, let Phil introduce the Unshackled Gaming, please.
You fucking teach that son of a bitch. Yeah. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, and I'll unmute you, David, when I am finished talking. Son of a bitch. Unshackled Games is the refuge for anyone else who's no longer playing Kickside games or wants to be introduced to new games, or is already in the gaming platforms, whether you're Xbox, PlayStation, PC, because nothing else counts other than those particular three things. And to be perfectly honest, if you're still playing on a console, then I'm PC Master Race, so fuck you.
Yeah, PC Master Race.
I have an Atari.
You have an Atari.
Functions. Yeah, fuck you.
Hey, I like my retro games.
Yeah,
So the retro games are fun. I actually played an N64 today for the first time in about 4 years.
Oh, good on you. All right.
But this is what Unshackled Games is. It's a place where you can talk about games and meet other people that are like-minded, so you can just hang out and play games. That's entirely what I decided it was going to be. Because, to be perfectly honest, when Unshackled started, it was going to be just War Commander. And I'm not War Commander anymore, but I'm not giving you fuckers up. And there ain't nothing you can fucking do about it. I'm here to support. I'm here on this show now to support Dutch in a role to become a new producer of the Unshackled show, or the newest producer of the Unshackled show.
Thank you.
He wants confidence. I'm just here to support his role. That's it. I'm not doing nothing but talking shit at the moment, but that's my role. Yes, but Unshackled Games is open for everyone. The only thing that I will clearly state, I don't want to see fucking War Commander on that goddamn page. Ever. Because if it's in the browser, it's not a game. It's a fucking money harvesting machine. And that's about all I have to say about that.
No,
it is pinned to the top of the War Commander Unshackled page now, so go join. Go join. Go play some real games and get off this fucking Kickside roller coaster that is gonna fuck you over until the game dies.
But it puts the lotion on the skin.
The thing is, the old Unshackled is War Commander, and the new Unshackled Gaming is about every other game but War Commander.
Isn't fucking Kickside related.
Anti-Kickside. So your Kickside games will stick with the original original War Commander / Kickside Unshackled page. The Unshackled Gaming is for anything under the sun, from WoW to whatever. You know, if you play games, go there, meet up with people, chat, share. And
It's
obviously, the great Phil is going to expand his horizons and show and share things that he
Teach you
plays. And
all
we'll
how
let
to
you
play some fucking real games.
Unshackled is not the only.
StarCraft.
It's not only about
I like
War
StarCraft.
Commander anymore,
No, it's about games. Period. We're gamers.
and not
Little
only
fatigue.
games. I mean, Unshackled is a community. It's friends, family. You know.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah, it is. We are. It's no longer War Commander anymore. It's a community as a whole, and y'all motherfuckers need to expand your horizons a bit and get out of the shitstorm. War Commander is an addiction machine. You play War Commander because there's nothing else to play, and you haven't been introduced to proper games. Games like it's stupid. Some of the stuff you can get. The free to play models, there are different kinds. There's the Kickstarter model, which is you pay one. You sit and you pay to wait, or you well, it's free to wait, as it were, rather than free to play. Because when you start something, you got to wait for it. When you upgrade something, you got to wait for it. When you get your units damaged, you got to wait for it. But you have that monetary option to coin. There are the other models that go slightly more narcissistic than those, such as that fucking release of Dungeon Keeper by EA that completely ruined my life. And I hate that. It's why I've hated EA ever since. Because Dungeon Keeper used to be great. It used to be a great little game. When they brought Dungeon Keeper 2 out, before EA bought them. It was a great game. When they brought out the fucking mobile app for Dungeon Keeper, I thought to myself, I'll go play this now. No, I won't. Because you got to wait for everything that you do. You've got other models like the MOBA, the battle arenas. So like League of Legends and Dota and Heroes of the Storm that are free to play, but you have the option to buy characters or to buy just like cosmetic upgrades. But they don't actually impact anything. They just give your character a new look or a new skin or some shit like that. And you've got Warframe, which I am quite hooked on at the moment. That is in itself something brand new, to me at least. You have the ability to go out and do stuff instantly. But you've also got the ability to go farm new Warframes, get new abilities, get new weapons, get your mod cards, and really build yourself up into being a motherfucking Yankee bastard. There are some limitations in the way of if you want more than 3 or 4 Warframes, you can buy slots for Platinum. But when you buy the slots for Platinum, or you'll buy Platinum, every it's like once a week or something like that, you will get a discount voucher for Platinum if you want to go and buy Platinum. It comes in the 20%, the 50%, and the 75% discounts. Yeah, you heard it. There's a discount when you want to go and buy that stuff. And a lot of the Platinum stuff is cosmetic. It's for extra storage. That's it. Nothing more. That's the way I like it. Even if you go out and build a new weapon, it takes 12 hours to build a new weapon. And then you go out and play with it, you rank it, you either like it or you don't. And that's the way that goes. You either like the weapon or you don't, and if you don't like it, you rank it up to maximum rank, which is level 30, which takes about 3 or 4 hours, if that. Rather than 5 or 6 days if you go out and rank a special forces unit, for instance. Unless you're hitting the extra XP bases. But there is so much stuff that a lot of people haven't got into before because they've been stuck in the Kicksai hole. And this Unshackled Games is a way for me to throw down a fucking lifeline to you motherfuckers stuck at the bottom of that well and drag you the fuck out.
Well, Unshackled is not only War Commander anymore. If anyone within Unshackled has games he wants to share, Unshackled Gaming, post it, talk about it.
Post it, talk about it, games you want to play. If you've ever sat down and played World of Warships or World of Tanks or World of Planes on PC, do it. We can do that. We can sit down and we can one night just throw in a hangout and play some World of Warships.
I still have a World of Warships account, Phil.
I still have a World of Warships account.
So do I.
Well, there you go. We got 3 fucking already. And there's another series that I am going to run with. This one, the series that I will run will be a closed mic show. For the simple fact of the reason I don't want the knuckle draggers getting it when I want to do my show. And by knuckle draggers, I mean those dumbasses who have no idea what I'm talking about or what kind of message that I and the people that I am going to handpick to come on that show. And they are going to be handpicked by me, specifically the intelligent ones who know the subject matter.
Crap.
Ironically, yeah, crap. Because David is going to co-produce that show with me.
Say what?
Say what?
I didn't tell him that bit. But
What the hell?
Co-produced that show with me because you know your subject matter, and I respect your intelligence. You might piss me the fuck off 98% of the time, but I respect your intelligence and I respect your opinion, even though you're a dick.
No, I'm an asshole.
Dick, asshole, same shit.
Dick and asshole? Yeah, okay.
You're a dickhole. You are a dickhole.
I got venom on that one. Oh, yes, I got venom on that one.
You are a dickhole. And that's that one.
And you're a brummy.
So,
Hunter out on YouTube says you got to pass an IQ test to get on that one.
So in the future, we also should have a show not only about War Commander, but maybe about other games.
About other games, and specifically letting you, for whatever your price point is, to be able to get into playing some of these games. So
this bring me up to another question to the person on the panels. What other game you like to play?
Well, since David at the end, we'll start with that. We'll start with David the Douche.
Oh, fuck me running. Damn it. The only other games I've actually played, I played a little bit of World of Tanks. World of Warships I played a bunch on. That one I actually have money invested into quite a bit.
Holy shit, David coined World of Warships?
Yes. I bought a couple of ships. They were good packages. Couldn't pass them up.
You know, what happens when you get out of the Kixeye environment.
Yep. The only problem I have with World of Warships is they keep doing updates that reset your captains. And that's a pain in the ass to go through and reset up your captains and shit. But other than that, I mean, the game is great. The graphics are superb. There are never-ending changes to that game, but it is a hell of a lot better than War Commander when it comes to graphics, sound, and you really don't have to pay to play that game. Yeah, you can, as you did with your Platinum for your other game.
For Warframe.
You can buy, it's called the Blooms, it's gold. To buy new ships, to buy upgrades, whatever you want, do faster, whatever, you know, but you don't have to do it. And you don't have to wait days to do an upgrade on something. It is pretty much instant. Your ship is in a battle, okay, your ship gets destroyed. When the battle ends in 15 minutes, your ship is fully repaired.
But you can leave that battle, you can exit the port, go pick out another ship, and go straight into another one. And as soon as that battle is ended, it'll go straight into your port, you can go take it back out again.
Exactly. Oh, you mean it actually works, runs, and functions with proper systems and fun?
Yeah.
The only drawback to that is you actually have to have, if you want to run it at full screen with all the graphics enabled and all the sound effects and everything else, you actually have to have a decent computer and a video card to do it. Your integrated video card in most cases will not do it.
Which is the reason for the new show. I haven't finalized all the details with it yet, but it will happen within the next couple of weeks.
Yep, and poor little Charlie looking for a new laptop. I gave him the specs of he gave me links to the local places to him and found one on there and was like, this one's your bang for your buck within your budget. Then I decided to go on to amazon.co.uk. Found him a
UK.
Or whatever it is. He said UK for me. .co.uk. Anyway, found him a hell of a lot better one and said, here, there's your bang for your buck. So Charlie will be back with a better computer than he probably has as his desktop for the laptop, which is hard.
I mean, my primary focus is desktop machines because that's what I do.
No, that's not a problem there. I mean, if you want a laptop, desktop, you give me a budget, and I'll recommend to you a pre-built system, whether it be a name brand system, if people like name brand, or if you want scratch built, I'll tell you the parts to go get. Try to stay within your budget. So yeah. I have no problem giving people.
That's exactly what the aim of that show will be.
Yeah. And I have no problem giving people all the little tips, tricks. Like I said, the bang for your buck. Now, if you really want to spend money, you're going to spend, if you're in the UK area, you're over there overseas, you're going to spend quite a bit of lira or euro.
You're going to spend some euros, you're going to spend some dollar. But by the time you've got a half-decent system that will run a lot of the newer stuff, you'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
And then you can part upgrade from there.
Yep.
You don't have to do it all in one fell swoop. You can do it over time.
Yep. That's the thing when you build your own computer, your desktop computer, you can replace your video card. You can replace your hard drives. You can replace the main component that you're going to be spending the two main components you're going to be spending your most on, your processor and your video card.
And maybe a motherboard.
And maybe a motherboard, depending on what kind of motherboard you want. But the biggest part of your computer is that video card. So
you've also got to factor in. I mean, this is pretty much going into what I wanted to discuss on the other shows, but you have to factor in the CPU and the GPU will bottleneck if they're not compatible together. If you've got an old generation CPU, but you've got a high-end graphics card like a 1080 or a 1070, then you're going to suffer on your CPU thread. Now, if you've got a brand new CPU, like the i7 770 series, preferably the K, but that's for overclocking and modding. That's an advanced topic that can be talked about on another time. But if you go for the high-end CPUs, like that particular one I just mentioned, but you've got an older graphics card, even though it says 2 gig or 4 gig or 8 gig or 12 gig, if it's too old, it won't run as efficiently as one that's a year old. Xeons, really?
Who's got the bad boy?
Xeon is a. Who said Xeon?
Fucking Daba said Xeon.
Daba, Xeons are server processors. They're not.
They're not designed for.
No, don't make me mute you.
About it being for a computer. I just said they're talking about processors. I'm just talking about a processor here.
Yeah. Daba, go ahead and buy a Xeon processor. Get the motherboard for it, and you will not be able to put a video card in it because all server motherboards have integrated video cards and not able to be upgraded.
They don't. Yeah, they're not compatible to take a video card.
You know what I would like to know is all the people in the panel. before War Commander, what was the game you played?
Backyard Monsters.
Air rifles.
I actually played real games back in that day. I played
What?
StarCraft. I played, the games that actually made you think against the computers and stuff. Dune 2000.
I am a huge RTS fan.
Yeah,
The Command and Conquer series, the StarCraft series,
Civilization.
Civ is a
Well,
huge one.
Yeah, those games actually truly made you think.
What I was addicted to is I was really a Call of Duty player, but
Yeah.
when they finally came out with stupid versions, I stopped buying that.
Call of
Unreal
Duty
Tournament.
PS2, and then when it went to PS3, it was just because it's actually
The last Call of Duty I actually enjoyed was
Ghost.
2.
The
Never
Call of
played
Duty that I liked the most was Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare. The
Yeah,
first one, Call of Duty 4.
No, the second one. I played that motherfucker online a lot.
Modern Warfare 2 was a hell of a game.
And then they came out with Black Ops, and then they keep shooting you all the time. And no, then I didn't like it anymore.
the maps. I tried Black Ops 2, and normally I will do the campaign before I do online, but I just wanted to do online. The maps are like, one city block wide, and I'm like, are you serious? This maps are too tiny. So I'm used to Battlefield, where you actually have to use skill to get kills. You can't just run around with MP7 and just spray and pray.
I always did the campaign first, and after that I did the multiplayer. And actually, Modern Warfare 2, that is the one that I played a lot. And then after that, they came with the Black Ops, but I didn't like it because it was too difficult. Too big a field. No, it's not a field, but too many players in the field.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what fucked it up in my eyes, because it was really difficult to play.
I felt like Battlefield, they give you a big field and they give you like vehicles and stuff, and then just have at it.
I was a pretty big Halo fan too. Up until number 4. I liked number 4, and when number 5 came out, it sucked.
But for the only real players, it's only number 1.
Oh, Halo. The first Halo game was absolutely amazing.
Mind blowing.
I played the shit out of that. And if you've ever heard of the Little Machinima series called Red vs. Blue, that's where it started. Right back in Halo 1, or Combat Evolved as it was known.
Hey, Doc, did you ever play Black and White?
I did play Black and White. I've actually got Black and White 2 installed on this machine. And it will run in Windows 10.
Interesting.
Any Ghost Recon fans here?
The first ever Ghost Recon, but I never played anything after the first one.
SOCOM, Navy SEALs?
Never played SOCOM, but I did play Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor was incredible, but that series just sort of died.
Yep.
Now, Zanga, I used to play the original Counter-Strike. I played the original Counter-Strike right up to the 1.6, and then they went into the Source engine, and Counter-Strike Source was absolutely amazing. Because originally Counter-Strike was a mod for Team Fortress 2, or the original Team Fortress.
All right. While we already going off topic as we go, what is the oldest, funniest game? I think my oldest, funniest game that I've been playing was Into the Eagle's Nest, one of the first stupid games. But I liked very much Into the Eagle's Nest.
What was that?
Let's You Shoot Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Larry, yeah.
Leisure Suit Larry.
There were some comical games, and that guy still never got laid.
No,
Oh, Larry.
Roger, yes.
but
Yeah.
guys, wasn't that at that moment one of the most funniest games you played?
I played the hell out of Leisure Suit
Leisure
Larry.
Suit Larry. Christ.
How about Roger Wilco?
Never played with
I
Roger
never
Wilco.
played that one.
There was this was back when Star Wars came out and whatnot. They had a little spoof of it in there. It was Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers. Oh man, I'm like, oh, wait a second, what the heck? Star Wars? What the hell is that doing in there?
Let's see. There's a really old one, and it's quite a controversial one. Custer's Revenge.
I got one older than that, Doc. I got one than that.
Go on.
Okay, if you're going back to Atari, I'm talking PC games here, but
Go on.
Oregon Trail.
Oh yeah, that's the game that got me. I mean, that's from school. That was when we had our first Apple Macintosh. We're playing Oregon Trail.
Now, if you want to go back to the Atari days, Atari 2600 days, Laser Blaster. I was actually in the book for Activision when that game was out for their top players. I sat there for like freaking started at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't finish until like 12 o'clock at night. And I'd have to go to the bathroom, or I'd have to eat. I'd have all my lives up there, all the extra ones that you could get. I'd hand it over to my sister, and by the time I got back,
You were dead.
I had one life left, and I'm like going, oh my God, come on now. Of course, and within like 10 minutes, I'd have all my lives back, but that's besides the point.
Galaxians, Galaga.
Asteroids.
Yeah.
How about now? If you want to go in the
I
arcade,
played Missile Command. That was one of my favorites.
if you want to go back to the days of arcades, back when they had them, which are very far and few and in between, the original Street Fighter, and I'm not talking the one with the 6 buttons either. I'm talking ones with
That's me.
the big freaking buttons. The harder you hit it, the depending it determined if it was a small burst, a medium burst, or a high burst.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason that game was changed over to 6 button, they got too many lawsuits for people breaking the wrists.
Breaking
on
the
the
control. Yeah.
No, they broke the wrists.
I thought it was
on
they
that
were breaking
controller.
the controllers.
No, it took 2 people to play that game. Literally, I mean, for each person you had 4 people around that, and they actually I was there at one mall, and they actually literally hit the thing so hard they broke the wrist.
You know, I like the old days when we still had MS DOS prompt. We didn't have Windows, so we have to actually enter all the sequences, all the orders. We have to enter that CD, the double point slash.
Then you didn't run Norton Commander.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Because right now everybody is running Windows. Everything is. But when the computers just came out, we had just MS DOS prompt. Yeah,
it's the difference between like controlling a game and today it's click a pick. Yeah. That's it. You push on the button and it does what the function. You don't really command the game like you did back when I was a wee little kid.
In my days, those games were just in the beginning. Because if I still think of the first Let's Shoot Larry, you were just looking at the black screen. and really, you were literally looking at the black screen, and there was a question. You're standing in a hallway, left or right, or a door and a wall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Open
and then
the door.
You type something in, and you got a response back.
Yeah.
You went left, got eaten by a tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail was great. It gave you a synopsis. You were following a storyline. I mean, I bring this up before. That's always been a thing with me is storylines. I've loved games with an actual storyline that you can follow.
I love games.
It's just funny how everything changes because what I was studying in the beginning when we had to work with DOS prompt, we had to enter every command.
Yep.
It was not like Windows. You have to click an icon and it's starting up. No, you had to enter the whole code and then it popped up. If
Yep,
you
Leisure
would,
Suit Larry was that way. Roger Wilco was that way. And now here's the original Street Fighter, if anybody can see it.
Yeah, I can see that.
That big old Capcom.
Yep, and the big old buttons in there.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, that one people broke their wrists on because they'd missed the button. They'd missed the button.
Missed the button. Hit the flat part, right?
They hit the corner. They hit the corner.
Oh,
Wolfenstein 3D.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Wolfenstein 3D played it.
Now, who out there actually remembers the first Laserdisc game ever?
Laserdisc.
Yes,
No,
it was
I
a
had-
Laserdisc game.
I had the Neo Geo when I was younger, but that was after that. I'm sure.
It was the Laserdisc game. That was an arcade game.
After Wolf, it was Doom.
Doom.
After Doom, it was Unreal Tournament or Unreal. For me,
Unreal Tournament was the start of a lot of the games that you see now. Either a lot of them will run in the Unreal. I think they're on Unreal Engine 4 these days. It's
Unreal Tournament is one of the games that I played a lot
Quake.
before Call of Duty.
Quake is another
Quake.
one I always love to play.
Oh yeah, Quake.
Yeah, Quake was another big game, but I never played Quake. It was for me. It was Wolf. After that, it was Doom. After that, it was Call of
There
Duty.
you go. Here's the first Laserdisc game ever.
Dragon's Lair.
And does anybody remember what came after Dragon's Lair that was a Laserdisc?
No.
Dragon's Lair 2.
No, it was Space Ace.
Way to go.
Oh, Space Ace.
That was the second one, if I remember correctly.
Holy crap! I did not even remember.
I remember watching guys.
I played. I played
There
that.
you
Yep.
That's Space Ace. That was the second one. These were on big laser discs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys got the game in America, but one of the games that I got when I was really young is James Pond, codename Robocod.
Robocod?
Robocod.
Robocod. COD.
Robocod.
Let's see.
Yeah. On the original, on the Sega, you guys call it the Genesis, but it was the Mega Drive in England.
What was the Master System was the first one.
Sega Master was the first one.
Yep, and then you had the Sega Genesis, which was the second one. The Master CD was the third one.
Sega CD, yeah.
Sega CD.
Sega 32X.
Then Dreamcast.
And then Sega died.
No, then you had the 32. You had the 32X. You had the Sega 32X, then Dreamcast. Sega 32X was that add-on.
Yep.
Because I had all three. I had the Sega CD, and the 32X, and then the Cube came and it was dead.
Talk about memory lane. Okay. Enough
That
of that shit.
is gaming memory lane. That is.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, everybody
Streets
played
of
that.
Rage.
Now, what was the
yeah.
first? What was the first arcade game out there? The truly first arcade game.
Pong.
Well,
Okay.
the first 2D arcade game that I played was Mortal Kombat. I played Mortal Kombat a lot.
Oh.
You youngin'.
Yeah. I remember.
Combat, gentlemen,
remember
is
sitting
the
there for hours.
reason you have the ESRB rating on games these days.
You know, Mortal Kombat 1 with Sub-Zero, Scorpion, the first editions, and then you had Canu, Liu Kang, Sonya,
Raiden.
yeah.
That was always my favorite.
Raiden was my favorite, and Shang Tsung.
No, my person that I like to play with was Sub-Zero. I was pretty good. I was also pretty good. And Mortal Kombat 2 and 3.
Smoke sucked. Unless you unless you spammed his special ability all the time. Which is fucking bullshit.
Get over here! Get over here!
Those were the days.
I
Flawless
play.
victory.
I played it a lot.
Get over here!
Fatality.
And
Fatality.
the fatalities.
Or here you go. Friendship bonus.
Fuck.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Because they'd all
No,
sit
no,
down
no.
and then end up
Ba-
Fatality.
Babality.
Bestiality.
Okay, that escalated quickly.
Yes. Well, that was one of the ending moves.
It was one of the-
Bestiality.
Yeah,
I
bestiality.
All
Well,
right.
yeah, that was one of my previous addiction. Previous the Call of Duty was Mortal
Bestiality.
Kombat.
That's a bad addiction. You need to go get help.
No.
Oh God, I wish I had the wave of Dragon's Lair to play for you guys. That was always hilarious. Watch just sitting there.
Earthworm Jim.
But
Oh
you know,
God, no.
Oh no, that's.
but you know what always is funny if you play, for instance, play Mortal Kombat 1, yes, and then if you are comparing it with Mortal Kombat 4, the graphics. I mean,
worlds apart.
you've been playing
No.
you've been playing Mortal Kombat 1, and you liked it. You loved the graphics, and then you go into the next one, you love it too, and then you go into the next one. But then when you take a look back at the first one, and then you see how much the graphics has changed.
The first thing you say is, "Well, that game sucked."
Yeah,
That goes with everything as you grew up as a child playing games. From I mean,
but
look at
that
we go to Sega, and
it's what Phil said. It's well, it sucks, but at the time you were playing it, it was awesome.
yeah, well, when I
Now-
played a lot of sports games
Now-
on my Genesis, I would go over and we'd play NHL. Again, EA Sports. Sorry, Dr. Phil, but we used to play a lot of NHL hockey.
That's back when EA was still going under the Electronic Arts, under the old.
Now,
Yeah.
now going back to the old systems, here's one for you. Does anybody remember the first color portable? Who put it out?
Color portable.
Yes.
And
I'll give you a hint.
It was green.
It was.
wasn't it?
It's not Nintendo and it's not Sega.
No. The color wasn't. It wasn't full color. It was like green and black and right.
No, full color.
Full color. Okay, I don't
Full
know.
color.
Were you
Who
talking
rem- who-
16-bit or 8-bit?
16-bit. Does anybody? Does
Mario.
anybody remember the name?
As a portable.
As a portable. And here's the other hint for you. It used the same cartridges that went into the one that plugged into your TV. There was no having to go out and buy the games all over again. They didn't last long. For whatever reason.
Atari.
It was not Atari. It was not Sega. It was not Nintendo.
Oh God, what do I want to say? I'm not gonna say it because I think I'm wrong.
Say it. Go ahead.
It wasn't the game.
No.
Turbo Graphics 16.
Oh, the Turbo Graphics.
That had the best graphics out there. Some of the best arcade games out there. Why it didn't last? Marketing. That was
Well,
their
it's the same reason
marketing and probably price point. They probably couldn't keep up.
they couldn't keep up with
The Saturn got knocked off.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
the TurboGrafx 16, you could take the same cartridge out of your home unit, plug it into this, and go.
The Saturn in its heyday was a fucking powerful console. It would have wiped the floor with the N64.
But
what was the fucking other one? The original PlayStation.
yeah,
Yep.
Sega though just said, Nintendo's got the market. PlayStation's got the market now. And Nintendo's got the market, basically.
Well, at that point, really, they didn't have the American market or the European market.
My opinion is about because you got now the PC, you got the Xbox, you got the PlayStation, and what I find is always the PC is dragging behind because right now. They bring out the Xbox, the PlayStation, and 6 months after that, if they want to, they bring it out for the PC.
Well, see, but no. See, I find it different.
I hate that because I am a PC gamer.
I'm a
Okay.
PC gamer, but the only
okay.
thing about consoles is the fact that before they're even finished and out on the shelves, they're already a year behind in relevant technology.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna show
they're
you. Let me show
uniform.
you something.
They are uniform, and that's
But
what makes consoles consoles. They're all the same.
Here's the
One
TurboGrafx
specification is
16.
different from the other. Shut up, David. I'm not finished.
I know.
This is the issue that PC falls into. Not every PC is the same. Everyone on this panel has a different machine, has a different setup, a different build, a different operating system.
Look at this sticker for your controllers.
Yep.
Just put a little sticker.
That's the TurboGrafx 16. This was a credit card. The Master System actually had this. It took cartridges and like a credit card style.
Yeah, it did.
So
flat card. It was
now,
basically
here you go.
it was the same card without the plastic
There's
casing like a Nintendo. That's the visual portable.
no, but
that's the portable, full color, had a TV built into an optional TV. It was the first fully portable with a color TV.
Okay, so I would have been right saying NEC.
Well, NEC on Turbo. Well, NEC I think did the TV part, but
Well, Hunter,
okay.
the last generation of console, the Xbox 360, lasted for a decade. 10 years that thing lasted because it was popular
there's
and
the
it was
card.
great.
Mhm. You know, if you take Call of Duty, I'm on the PC on the keyboard. So much different keys. I'm deadly, but on a controller, I cannot.
It was, recently Microsoft, because the in-house developers from Microsoft, their fucking names, but they make Gears of War. And they did a play session through Gears of War 4 over a space of a weekend and allowed cross-play between the Xbox and PC. And the statistics at the end were the PC trashed the Xbox players because keyboard and mouse are always
Yeah.
faster. They are always faster.
Yeah.
You have better aim. You can adjust your speed settings to your.
Well, you can react faster because you can move your mouse so much faster than the stick on your controller of an Xbox.
If you've got an incredibly high DPI on your mouse, I do. Mine's 17,000 because I have a very big mouse and a very expensive mouse. But
I think you're compensating for something.
No,
Animal. A 3DO? Are you
Big
kidding me?
ego.
No, but
I have a 3DO.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, 3DO was Laserdisc as well, wasn't it?
Yes and no. It also took cartridges.
Okay. Right. I remember playing games that were like the size of records.
But in the first time when you play Call of Duty multiplayer, they separated the PC and the Xbox and the PlayStation because keyboard and stuff were much more efficient.
Yeah, they are. And I assume most of you have heard of Overwatch.
Yeah, that's what I play on PS4.
Now, there is an adapter that can be bought from a third party to be able to convert a USB slot to carry keyboard and mouse and use that as controller input.
Yeah.
Overwatch, the Blizzard and Activision are actively banning players for using that modification on the console versions because it gives them an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
Because PC is always superior, especially in the controller maps. It's incredible. It really is. I mean, yeah, you can use a control pad if you want, but if I have an option to go back to keyboard and mouse, I will do keyboard and mouse all day long. All day long.
Well, I play Call of Duty always on my mouse and my keyboard, and I got a friend. He's playing Call of Duty on his controller on his Xbox,
Yeah.
but I cannot play on his controller. I cannot. I'm
No.
so handicapped because I'm so used on my keyboard and my mouse, and I can play so quick on my keyboard and mouse. And people actually, um, I haven't been playing in a while Call of Duty, but when I was on my top of my game with Call of Duty, people call me a hack because I was so quick.
Yeah.
And actually, when they were calling me a hack, I was feeling good because I knew I didn't. But if people calling you a hack, then people, um, well,
It just proves
yeah,
if you're a legitimate player and you're beating the snot out
yeah,
of your enemy,
yeah.
and the only thing they can turn around and say, well, you hack, blah blah blah. That means you automatically fucking win.
You own the game. That's what.
You own
That's
the
what.
game. I had the same thing when I played Titanfall, the first one that came out. I mean, I played the shit out of that game. I'm not a big fan of the first person shooter genre, as much as I used to be when I was a lot younger. Because I used to play Counter Strike. I used to play that a lot. I was even a professional for a little while,
Yeah.
and I
Oh wow,
played
we have
that
gotten
game
totally off topic.
days, days and days and days. There's
Wow.
bugger all to talk about.
Well,
We didn't have a
hey,
topic.
it's unshackled, and we can talk whatever we want to. Huh?
Exactly. And this is exactly what I'm trying to steer people towards, more away from Kixeye onto new games, new platforms, and basically having a far better time outside of the grind that is Kixeye and the grinds that are War Commander and Battle Pirates and Vega, and getting a more positive influence back into the community. Because if you play War Commander for extended periods of time, you get annoyed, you get pissed off with it because of the grind. The more you have to repeat something, the more pissed off you're going to get about it. So you introduce something new into the fold that's going to surprise you and give you some injected fun into your life, rather than being beat down every goddamn day by Kixer. And when they learn that this is how you don't treat your community and you don't treat your player base, by screwing them over every day with new bases and new techs and new units and making you wait a year for whatever upgrades that you're doing. Or you can break out your plastic and coin it. That's not an acceptable market to do it in. People will do it, but it's preying on impatience. I'm an impatient bastard. I've spent fucking loads of money in Kixeye games over the years. Sometimes I regretted it, sometimes I didn't. But if I could go back with the knowledge that I have now, I would have never fucking played Kixeye games in the first place.
Somebody actually
Hindsight is
brought up
2020, of course. But
somebody brought up your favorite show, Doc.
which one?
Battlestar Galactica on the PS2.
I never played that. Well, I do love Battlestar Galactica.
By your command.
Well, it depends if you know me personally or not, but I was at a comic convention today. I do that shit in my spare time.
I saw it.
And yeah,
All
the Centurion.
right.
You and your V costume.
All
Me and
right.
my
All
V
right.
costume.
Yep.
But yeah, there was a silent commander, the gold one.
Oh wow.
All
Those
right.
costumes are hard to make if you get down to it.
They are extremely difficult.
Some of them are. I like actually watching Adam Savage doing his Comic-Con one-day builds.
Yeah.
Those are hilarious. Because the time that he takes to build that crap, holy shit.
All right, we are on air for 2 hours. I think maybe we can start our
Yeah, but
shout out
We'll probably wrap this up. Do some
unless
shout outs.
unless somebody else in this panel got something important to say.
Fuck Kixeye.
Doc's having my baby.
What?
Excuse me while I hurl.
Oh, cool.
That's
So, okay.
disgusting.
So now
Rich.
now we can start off the shout outs. Hellfire.
Okay. I'm giving the shout outs to the YouTube and to this panel and the guys still in the game trying to get high enough qualified to get the trophy that they want.
All right, cool. Venom. Is Venom still here? Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, I want to shout out to all the fans and all the friends and all the players on all platforms. Thanks for supporting this show. Go over, support the other offshoot show. Talk about other games. I know we talked enough about it today on this one. Follow some of the tricks and techniques, and hopefully you'll get some good, obviously get some good tech and get high up on that rank on that leaderboard. Don't blow all your shit. Don't blow your whole load in this. Save something. The event's coming up. You'll have time to repair, but don't run it down to the wire. Especially when you want to use your time to upgrade other things before the event goes.
All right, thank you. David the douche.
Yeah. Okay. I want to thank the panel for allowing me on tonight. Everybody out there in YouTube for watching and listening to us rant and rave and carry on about sometimes useless shit. The new show coming up, thanks to Doc. I've been nominated to co-host it with him. Heaven help you all. So with that being said, a big shout out to Doc and a big fuck you. Other than that, I'm done.
All right. It's a hard choice, Doba or Phil, but I will take Doba.
I'll go last.
Doba, go ahead.
All right. So I have a shout out, but can I ask that nobody from the panel interrupt me while I do it, please?
Oh shit.
This way nobody messes with my karma or any of that stuff.
Please don't get me banned from YouTube.
Nope, nothing like that. I just want to go through it solid all the way. All right. Hold on. Stop that. I gotta open up this. All right. I got a screen share. Oh yeah. So first of all, while I do this, shout out to everyone who stuck it out this far, who's still grinding the invasion thingy, and shout out to all those that are in the bronze division and the silver and the gold, because that means you at least completed it once, and it takes a lot of heart and determination and some skill. But I would like to. Can somebody present me?
Yeah, that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. Take it down. Take it off the screen.
No, I don't screenshot it.
Thank you.
Lord.
That is not acceptable.
That's as bad as me asking him to pose for a picture with a puzzle piece.
That's not happening.
Oh, that
would have been funny.
Of course it would have been funny, but it's not happening.
You should have just, David, you should have just totally taken one of those random, funny redheaded midget pics.
I could have, but I wanted his permission for it.
You can say what it says out loud if you like, but
Okay,
you can't do that shit on screen.
okay, fair enough. So I was asked, because I care about the community, I gotta get the actual text, so I get it verbatim. So So, an anonymous person says, after consideration, I have decided 10,000 gold, and I'll have to say this swear word on a live show, and I'll come out of retirement. So, to Dr. Phil. Let me just get my pre-written thing.
You do realize, Phil, that in the lexicon of the English language, there are certain words that are considered cuss words that are legitimate terms.
All right, so
If it has to be considered a cuss word under my jurisdiction.
No. You don't own. You know.
We are in the shout out, so no discussions allowed.
Say bitch.
Carry on.
So, Doba, carry on.
For the community, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil said if I said these, that he would come back. So, a curse word and the C-bomb. We were in a hangout, and he said if I said those, he would come out of retirement. So, welcome back, Dr. Phil. He's coming back to work, Commander.
That's a fucking technicality. It's not happening. Where's my 10,000 gold?
Double gold on its way.
Double gold don't count. I was very specific about that.
Okay, can I send you 10,000 sheets of
First,
gold?
I was going to share us on the Unshackled page, so yeah.
Can I send you 10,000 gold chocolate coins?
There you go.
That's diabetes.
But well worth it, right?
I'll sell them for like $0.25 a piece, and I'll make some money off of them.
Oh dear.
All right, so you're done.
He's
Another
done.
one. Shout out to Pixeye and customer service. I sent a ticket, and it got back within like 4 minutes with gold. So, yeah,
All right.
Keep up the good work.
All right, my shout outs goes to Unshackled, family and friends, Unshackled. I love them all. And my own group, NL. And well, I love everybody. So well, thanks for YouTube all being here tonight. And the Unshackled games, probably, I think, I'm not sure, but I probably think there will be another show about other games, not about War Commander. So I'm not sure. Maybe Phil is going to do that.
Yes, indeed. I will wrap this shit up now.
But I will have him his word. So my final shout out is going to everybody. And Phil, the last
Sanka.
All right, I'll take this away. Okay. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thanks to the guys on the panel for putting up with my bullshit. Especially to David, who I fucking lambasted into doing the new show with me, whether he likes it or not. Shout out to Dutch. Great job tonight. And yeah, join us on the War Commander Unshackled page. Join us on the brand new Unshackled Games page. And get some real fucking gaming done. None of this kickside bullshit. Get some real gaming done. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you. And we'll see you later.